understand why she was in trouble for being smart. All I told her was to be herself.
It was none of your business. You should have stayed out of it.
Well, Beverly Rose shouldn't have to hide her light. You want her playing stupid all her life just so people like her?
It's not playing stupid, it's being strategic. Every little ball busters who alienate everybody don't get rewarded in school, Darlene.
They made me crossing guard, Becky.
Yeah, I'm the most dangerous street, the farthest away from the school. Don't you wonder what disgust?
They told me they ran out of them.
Meeting up, you bring your A game. Friday nights, you bring your A game. Bring your A game to your sexual wellness. Along with practicing safer sex, include Apertude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of HIV. Apertude continuous protection when taken every other month, and it's proven superior to once daily PrEP in reducing the risk of HIV.
You must be HIV negative to receive Apertude and get tested before each injection. If you think you are exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apertude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Apertude. Don't take Apertude if allergic to it or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about medical conditions, liver problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problem.
Is it lead in this protein powder too?
Why is peanut butter $2 more than last week?
And there's less.
You shouldn't have to question everything. For 90 years, Consumer Reports has been testing, reviewing, and waiting for you. For answers you don't have to question. We never stop questioning. For 125 years, Firestone has been building tires with one thing in mind. Delivering dependable, durable products that last. This may change, but being reliable shouldn't. For dependability that matches yours. Firestone, always dependable since 1900.
Asking Beverly Rose not to answer is wrong. You get along with people in the real world. You get along or know her place. You do not believe you didn't defend her. You know, Mom had her problems, but she would have gone down there and ripped that teacher's head off.
Yeah, and then you're the kid with the crazy mom. How'd you like that?
Well, I wanted to crawl into a hole while she was doing it, but it made me feel protected and more confident, and that made me stronger. You have to think about what kind of person you're teaching Beverly Rose to become.
Yeah, and more like you, and that's the last thing I want.
Oh, really? You think it's better for her to be like you? You were so anxious to please that you gave up your education and your family so that you could move with Mark to Minnesota.
Wow, you have nothing else to say to me. Get out of my face. You know, maybe if you were easier to get along with, it wouldn't make you work at home.
They don't make me. It's my option. What's going on?
Nothing.
Hey, how many gummies did you take?
I took one, and it didn't work, so I took the second one. Then the first one kicked in, and I got hungry, and I took the third one. Oh, I never take the third one.
You're going to sit down on the couch right here and everything's going to be fine.
I can't walk.
What?
My feet are on the wrong feet.
You mean they're not your feet?
No, of course, they're my feet. They're on the wrong leg. They don't want to walk together.
Okay, well, I can go back and just switch them back. Till I go, they're all back. Okay, now let's go. Right after.
Oh, how long were we walking? For like an hour, right?
Yeah.
Get him some carbs. Hey.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Soothing and familiar.
Go back to the first one.
That's a screensaver.
Stay here. Don't tell me how it is.
And which one of my littles knows what animal this is? A dog. Good try. Look at the picture, read the word. What does it say? Dog.
sweetie. How was your day?
We've got a green clothespin now.
That's great.
I didn't talk all day, and the teacher said that was a good thing.
Wait, you didn't talk at all?
No, even when you knew all the answers, like you said. It was really hard. Now the teacher likes me, and I got a yo-yo from the prize bucket.
Well, there's a Pavlovian nightmare. Wait for me in the hall, okay?
Oh, hi, Becky. All my littles got to talk today, and it was a much better day. Beverly Rose participated in a non-disruptive way.
What do you mean participated? She just sat there shut down all day.
Oh, no, she was a very lively listener and observer today. Good job, Mom!
Is that what we're raising here? Girls who are good little listeners and observers? You're also teaching her that if she shows how smart she is, she'll get punished. She's learning from you right now that she should be a woman who keeps quiet in the board meeting, even if the CEO is calling a cat a dog. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't give a damn whether you think I'm a good mom or not. My kid will decide that with her therapist in 20 years. But right now, she's going to answer whenever she wants, and you will deal with it.
Oh my God, I just realized you're one of those Connors. I remember your mom coming into my 3rd grade class and losing it.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Darlene got a D on her diorama. She said, how could she get a D on it when Becky got an A on it when she turned it in?
Oh yeah, you're right. You just got Connor. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Hey, how you feeling?
Well, pain's back. Maybe I gotta face the fact that at my age, pains just don't go away.
You really just didn't know that you're old?
You know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm still the same guy playing football in high school. Then when I try to get out of bed, there's a lot of rocking and screaming until I get the momentum to stand on my feet.
Because it sounds like the weed works for the pain. You can pick a strain that's not too strong and grow it yourself. You already own a waterbed. It's the next logical step.
That's it, $40 a week.
You could throw it in your closet. I'll show you how.
Yeah, so I can move all my tuxedos and cashmere dragon coats through the washing machine in the driveway. Let's do it. Would you like to grow drugs with your old grandpa?
Shucks, Grandpa. That'd be sweat. Go ahead and eat that in the kitchen, hon. But don't let Grandpa see it, or the clogged artery monster will come and get him in the night.
Okay.
Ice cream cone right before dinner. Bad day, Mom. Horrible.
I found out Darlene was right about something.
Menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
I was so anxious to please the teacher and made Beverly Rose scared to talk.
Oh, well, you don't have to apologize.
I didn't apologize. I said you were right.
Well, I shouldn't have gotten involved.
You know what I think you both learned is that Beverly Rose shouldn't be you or you. She'll figure out who she's supposed to be. Me.
Yeah, you strip away all the layers of self-loathing.
And the crazy that chills you to the bone, you have
A shirt and a haircut that belong on a sculptor in New Mexico.
Grandpa, I got your ice cream sandwich. I want to see the clogged artery monster come and get you.
Where did you hear that?
Mommy, Aunt Jackie, Aunt Darlene.
Were they planning something? Because if they were hoping to see the term life insurance monster, I transformed him into a mortgage payment monster in the new sewer line. Now I'm a new kind of monster. Give me that ice cream sandwich. And you're awful sweet. I'm gonna eat you up too.
I'm sorry I couldn't join you guys. I had a rehearsal for this gig I got coming up on the weekends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, Neville's busy. I got nothing going on. I thought to stop by, rock out, throw some elbows in the mosh pit.
sorry, it's a private show.
Oh, is it for somebody famous? Come on, we want anybody. Maybe you don't have any friends.
Well, kind of famous. Okay, it's the Hunter Feldstein Bar Mitzvah. And yes, he is president of the student council, so it's kind of a big deal. Plus, his dad owns a car dealership, so it pays well and we get brisket.
Don't worry, Ben. I got the dishes. I also cook, so I like to do all the work after the meal for a sense of completion.
Oh, well, good for you, honey. Hey, the Chamber of Commerce is having Halloween festivities all week downtown, and they're asking us retailers to participate, but I might be able to help your dad decorate the house and do that too.
Just throw some stuff in a bowl and leave it outside. If you're taking your kid to a hardware store on Halloween, you're officially giving up as a parent anyway. Actually, I would have loved that as a kid. My mom only took me to a couple of houses to trick or treat, and then I had to rub her legs for the rest of the night while she ate my candy.
Oh, hey, they're having a most creative Frankenstein costume contest at that bar near the new house. $250.
You should enter that. You've still got the neck folds and the size 26 boots from a year ago. That costume was fire. Ah, fire!
Very amusing. But please don't do that when the city inspector stops by the new house on Tuesday to check out the electrical.
Tuesday? There's no way we're going to be ready for him.
Oh, that's why I gotta work straight through Halloween and I'm gonna need a hand. Oh wait, I have one right here.
Hey, you guys are working at night. Can you try to keep the noise down? One of the new neighbors told me the entire block's already upset because construction's taking so long.
Quietly if you'd like.
I just want a fresh start with new neighbors. Instead of having to roll into the driveway with my headlights off, I'd like to be able
The
to.
players on your team earn some XP.
It's already shining. In fact, they have two that I think we've forgotten about that are new guys that could really play a big role on this team. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Lions fan. I started talking about you because I'm a Jim fan here in Michigan, and now we've just been talking about it for a couple years. Let me know in the comments, by the way, your favorite player, non-obvious one. You can't say Justin Herbert or Derwin James. Favorite player on the team this year. We'll pull up the depth chart. You can see some of the guys, but let me know in the comments. Like, who do you see and who's your favorite player? You can't say Justin Herbert. All right, here we go. First guy in the thumbnail. You see a guy that we've forgotten about, Ben Cleveland. Remember, he was cut by the Ravens for had some legal thing, kind of cut him at the end of the year. The Chargers scoop him up. He never actually plays, but now he's taking second-team reps at right guard, according to Daniel Popper from The Athletic that was at OTAs, phase 3 of OTAs. So just a good starting guard that, again, kind of end of his contract, just kind of let him go, and the Chargers picked him up. So, again, there's depth at the offensive line. And that's what we looked at the other day was, man, you start thinking about Coyote Awasika. You start thinking about Penning and Ben Cleveland, rookie Slaughter at the guard position. And center is also new. So there's good things in the interior offensive line. Better than I thought, but we still have a long way to go to see really where they're at with that. But really interesting. The second newcomer is Charlie Kolar, the tight end. So what this allowed the Chargers to do, this is Daniel Popper again talking about how Kolar and Joku and Aranda Janssen were all on the field together in OTAs. That's cool. And that's 3 capable tight ends. Here's what's really interesting is that this article says that Charlie Kolar could be tight end 1. So, again, Daniel Popper is seeing that Charlie Kolar was tight end 3 for the Ravens last year. So, Ravens had 2 really good tight ends, and then just Charlie Kolar, you just didn't really see him much. It's just like, what if he's good? What if he's got something? What if we haven't seen it fully, right? So, interesting. Over the course of 4 years in Baltimore, Kolar amassed 30 catches for 400 yards. Not much. He essentially redshirted his rookie year behind Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. With Andrews limited to only 11 games, 23, likely took over the position of receiving core, while Kolar mainly saw the field as a run blocker. So everyone talks about him being a run blocker. The reason that he could play a lot is because the Chargers are going to want to run the ball. That is Mike McDaniel's thing. Remember last year, and what they do, they kind of went to a physical run offense under Mike McDaniel, involved in that in the second half of the year that really settled them down. They were actually competitive and like in contention at the end, and then like they really weren't. You know, they lost. They're 2 games out with, or they're 4 games out with 3 to play. But they actually made it like a real season because they ran the ball, and that's really what we expect them to do. That's what I expect them to do, is really focus on the run game. Offensive line back, 3 running backs that are really good. So run the ball with Kolar. So keep that in mind. Don't forget about him. Kolar, Ben Cleveland. There's depth. There's a uniqueness to the team now that wasn't there. And what I mean by that is, I guess you'd call it depth, is the uniqueness. Like, it's unique to have a bunch of guys that have this team full, because remember, usually it's draft, it's more traditional draft picks and all that. This seems like random free agents picking up guys that were cut, and drafting well as well. But because I'm talking about like Ben Cleveland, and then Njoku was like a weird signing just because he'd waited so long because he's a veteran and want to just rush into anything. So another couple things that I think are good to look at here. Take a look at this. This goes around the division. And so the Denver Broncos, the left tackle, this is just, again, you get so in our bubble that I just like to pull this up every once in a while. We get in our bubble of like, all right, Chargers, what are they doing? The Broncos have a new offensive coordinator, Davis Webb. And the left tackle, this guy's great. He's young. He understands the game. He's not the old school game. I'm talking the newest game that we play. So it's just kind of funny. Like, everyone's kind of saying all the right things right now, unless you're JJ McCarthy. You just say what you're supposed to. That's fine. Thank you, Broncos. But they have a new offensive coordinator.
Real Halloween. COVID stole the last 2. We have to special.
I like that.
Finn.
Big sliced, honey sweet. When all you want is a different meat. You can see right through me. I wanna make the sandwich of your dreams.
Can I help you?
Raiders got a guy, Jermod McCoy, who slipped. He was supposed to be a first-round talent, but missed the entire 25 season with ACL injury. He's kind of playing in there. So Sam Warren of The Athletic said that the defensive coordinator,
Just so you know, the new house.
wellness coordinator, had a plan for McCoy. He's playing. So again, everyone's saying the right things. Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, of course. Like, I'm curious on the Chiefs. It's like, all right, this iteration of them, right? What will it be, and can they do it? Tom Brady did it. He's one of one. I mean, just crazy. And what I mean by that is, okay, for 20 years, literally 20 years, like every 6 years, it changed. New offensive court, like really, really changed. And then he won those guys. He won that way. He won the way that the NFL was playing. And then 6 years later, it changed again. So this is where Patrick Mahomes is like coming off an injury. His core guys are no longer there. He's got guys that's like, I don't know. Offensive line, is it okay? Defense, what are you? I could see them being just fine, but I could also see them not. because we got so used to the greatness of one player in Tom Brady that you're like, man, if you're the greatest player in the league, you'll win for 20 years. That's just, yeah, it's kind of how it works. That's how the great ones do it. It's like, geez, that's nuts. I mean, Mahomes for 10 years of kind of dominance is crazy, and just be happy with that. That's why you got huge question marks with the Broncos, huge question marks with the Chiefs. Ravens C is just full of question marks, except the Chargers. I mean, honestly, like, so, you know, it's like Justin Herbert is amazing and he's healthy. He's got a new offensive line, a new offensive coordinator, and it's like, yeah, there's questions, but the questions aren't, will it work? It's like, how good will it be? How good is this going to be? You know? Like, are they going to be like number one on offense? Or, you know, that's a lot different question than like Patrick Mahomes. Like, as his offensive line, are they going to gel? Who's he going to throw to? Who's he got at running back? Like, I know he's got a running back. That guy from the Seahawks. Dang it. But check those notes. Like, I don't know. You know, it's like there's some actual real questions there. This is, man, how good is this running game going to be with new offensive linemen plus some like negative.
Hey, buddy, what's going on? I'm trying to run as fast as T-Mobile. Well, you better pick it up because now T-Mobile has the fastest 5G home internet. Really? Well, how's this? Wow, T-Mobile's even faster. It is? Yep. Show me. Watch and learn, my friend. This is how fast T-Mobile home internet is. I'm okay.
Where the Chargers just got another round of good news. Now the round of good news is centered around OTAs. Good draft, good one. Go back even further. Right? Good free agency, did the right things, good draft. Now seeing the coaches is the big thing, right? So enter the channel, by the way. I'm a Lions fan, but this channel is fully dedicated to the Chargers. So now we're seeing offensive coordinators new, defensive coordinators new, position coaches are new. Let's take a look at this. This is where I want to start. The first thing is Chargers players and coaches have been impressed with new defensive coordinator Chris O'Leary. I'm like, oh yeah, right. So here, Denzel Perryman, his energy brings the room, and they bring the general's been great. New linebackers coach, same dude every day, same energy, love it. And then here's the one I love right here is that he is going to run the same scheme as his mentor Jesse Minter. Perfect. Remember, he finished top 5 total defense last 2 years. So this is big to just be like, all right, we got to make things, right? Top 10 would be great. So good news number one is Chris O'Leary, loved by coaches, players, love it. Defensive line coach, Tony Jefferson, same energy. So I don't know, can't wait to see some like behind the scenes videos of him. Like, that's all that you read about. It's like you just love his energy, constantly talking about that. Okay, another one. By the way, this comes from The Athletic. Daniel Popper. Love that he's been able to get some of this information here. The other one that I love is the offensive line. Check out this line right here. I've been fascinated with new offensive line coach Butch Berry. The best way I can put it, I have never seen offensive linemen run so much in practice. Interesting, right? Just kind of, obviously, he feels like stamina, fatigue, they're factors in games late in the fourth quarter, like duh. And so these guys are big, strong, all that stuff, but it's like, man, just kind of seeing that makes me feel so good. I think Butch Berry is so big so again, you get new offensive linemen, you get your tackles back, you get a new offensive coordinator, the new offensive line coach. Haven't talked about him enough. So just great reminder that he's there. And again, this is the second part of the good news is, oh yeah, offensive line totally revamped. Bradley Bozeman, see ya. You know, like these dudes are out of here. It's huge. Okay, another one. Let me show you this one. Again, a lot about the new coaches. We haven't talked about that, or kind of forgot about that. Elston is one of the best defensive line coaches in the league, so it's a little peculiar that he was not interviewed as the Chargers search for his replacement. However, he said, "I want to just be best in the world at coaching the defensive line." That's what he said earlier on. So Elson said Jim Harbaugh did approach him with a DC open job. Elson said he was not interested because he committed to the craft. Blah blah. So, by the way, so you keep him and have one of the best defensive line coaches.
How's it look to you?
Love it. Now, a couple other things. Again, David Njoku, going to be excited to kind of see him and what he looks like, but to see the defensive side of the ball stay top 10 in the league, that's number one. I mean, not number one, but that's got to be up there along with the offensive line. If those things improve, like, let's go. Perfect example. You know the offense is going to improve. Lad McConkey. This is an article talking about undervalued players that people aren't really talking about. And it's just like, yeah, because McConkey, impressed as a rookie, only missed one game in 25, but was constant on the injury report. The strongest area of his game remains the intermediate passing attack. So his intermediate target volume could rebound significantly with Mike McDaniel. Both Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill recorded seasons with at least 55 targets between that 10 to 19-yard range. Improved health and more targets and better efficiency, like efficient targets. Let's go. How could that not work? How is that not going to be super, super successful? I have no idea. You know, it's like, I don't know. One other thing that was interesting is
which should be kept in its actual bottle. So ask your doctor to see which one of us might be right for you. Huh. Now I have the spotlight too. There's a pill version of Ozempic. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you
Justin Herbert was not at voluntary practice.
Get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck.
It's May. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm good.
Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing,
now,
pregnant, or plan to be.
Why not be there too? So I meant to leave with this and I forgot all about it. But Justin Herbert not there. For no real reason. It's like, because it's May and he got beat up last year. He's like, I'll be there, guys. It's fine. Now, the only weird part is you don't have
for the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura in adults, Nurtec ODT can provide relief in 2 hours, which can last up to 2 days. Don't take if allergic to Nurtec ODT. Allergic reactions can occur even days after use. Get help right away for trouble breathing, rash, swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or throat. High blood pressure and Raynaud's syndrome can occur. Get help for high blood pressure, numbness, coolness, pain, or color changes in fingers and toes. Common side effect is nausea. Ask your doctor about Nurtec ODT.
What is Nurtec ODT? Rimegepant. Nurtec ODT orally disintegrating tablets is a prescription medicine that is used to treat migraine in adults. It is for the acute treatment of migraine attacks with or without aura and the preventive treatment of episodic migraine. It is not known if Nurtec ODT is safe and effective in children. Important safety information. Do not take Nurtec ODT if you are allergic to it or any of its ingredients. Before you take Nurtec ODT, tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including if you have high blood pressure, have circulation problems in your fingers and toes, have liver or kidney problems, are pregnant or plan to become pregnant, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Nurtec ODT may cause serious side effects, including allergic reactions, including trouble breathing and rash. This can happen days after you take Nurtec ODT. Call your healthcare provider or get emergency help right away if you have swelling of the face, mouth, tongue, or throat, trouble breathing, or rash. This occurred in less than 1% of patients treated with Nurtec ODT. High blood pressure can worsen or occur after you take Nurtec ODT. Contact your healthcare provider if you have an increase in blood pressure. A circulation problem called Raynaud's phenomenon can worsen or occur after you take Nurtec ODT. This can lead to your fingers or toes feeling numb, cool, or painful, or changing color from pale to blue to red. Contact your healthcare provider if these symptoms occur. The most common side effects of
part is you don't have You didn't get a new offensive coordinator, so it'd be nice to be in there with him. Plus, you have Biadish, Cole Strange, Jake Slaughter, David Njoku, Charlie Kolar, Brendan Thompson. You got 9 new guys on offense. Again, this is where you work on that stuff. So let me know if that's a big deal to you or not. I don't think it is, but at the same time, it's like, dang it. I want you there. What the heck? Why not? We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens there. It's only day 2 of May, so we'll see. But David Njoku kind of made his first comments. He said, "I feel like we can be destructive. We got the tools, we got the keys, we got the players to go. It's up to us to put it all together." That's right, man. That's right, Njoku. He's not wrong. Again, remember when we looked at this offense, like, you know what they really kind of need, actually? The only really thing is like a tight end. And you go get one like a day later. It's like, oh, okay. All right, well, reminder, you can hit me up, sportstalkchargers@gmail.com. I had a few of you doing that. It's pretty cool. Just saying, hey, outside of the channel, just like real quick. But again, a couple of you are we're looking at possibly advertising on the channel too. So if you want to do that, I think it might be a good fit. Definitely hit that up. I see the Chargers play the Lions next year at Detroit. So I don't know if you saw that, but 2027 Lions Chargers. I want to see. Let's see if I saw that right. Because what if it's at LA? I mean, that is just something I got to do, right? Let's just take a quick gander at this. All right, our home against the Chargers. Yep. Home against the Chargers. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you in the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I moving a little slowly for you?
Here for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
Last time he breaks curfew. I'm looking for my son. He's a teenager. Hi. I'm looking for a teenage boy.
Like underage?
Yes.
Out of the car, Pharaoh.
Family proof your family. With Life 360.
Don't get excited. I'm not here for you. I'm here for this. Well, I like your costume. You look like somebody who was unjustly slut-shamed by a Puritan village. I'm Hester Prynne.
Doesn't promise.
Well, I think it's just random so she could show us she still fits in her Little League uniform. No, I thought a lot about what you said, and I do care about censorship, and I do care what you think of me. So that's why I am the catcher in the rye. Not exactly proactive, but I know you must feel like an idiot in that costume, so that makes me happy. Even though I want to make a fresh start with my new neighbors, everybody who stops by to trick or treat will get the message. And so it's possible I was wrong about you when I was 8. Ask, it was your idea, and you got it from Pamela Finch 3 doors down.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Hey, honey, you're home early? Wait, you finally realize that being a stay-at-home wife and taking care of your man is the greatest satisfaction a woman can have.
Dad, you guessed it. Now sit down and enjoy your arsenic.
Oh, what are you doing home?
All the owners of Casita Bonita weren't taking me and the other employees seriously about unionizing. So after lunch, we walked out.
Good for you.
Yeah, and they know that we're not going to budge off of our demands. So I think they're going to buckle like an old pilgrim's shoe.
Oh, was one of your demands that you want more archaic references? Did you ask for an extra fortnight of vacation and increased medical coverage for vapors and bad humors?
Your contumely is not appreciated. You gormless troglodyte.
Smart people. I don't think we've ever had two of them in the house at the same time.
Don't you worry, young Missy. We'll bring them down to our level. We're going to make them watch parking wars.
This show about fighting over parking spots.
Shut. What more do you want?
Guys, you guys missed it. Some idiot in a big SUV just took a tight compact space. Now he can't open his doors. He's trapped.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's squeezing up through the moonroof.
Oh.
His kid is closing the moonroof. Look at his eye roll.
Hey! Is everything okay?
It's my job.
Damn it, I knew this was going to happen. They let you go.
No. I got promoted again.
Hey, I guess when you're not used to this news, you don't know what to do with your face.
No, look, I'm happy it's more money, but now I'm the VP of Public Relations. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I assume everyone else there died.
No, forgive me if I don't jump up and down, but I just walked out over 75 more cents an hour and a hand washing station in the kitchen.
That sucks, Louise, and I'm sure I seem like an ungrateful jerk, but I don't know why they picked me for this job.
I know why they picked you.
Because it's funny when people who look like children say adult things.
No, because she's working class, she's a mom raising a family, and people are more likely to listen to her than some slick corporate guy.
Yeah, I get that, but I've never done anything like this.
I just do what men do. Take the job regardless of being qualified. You stay around long enough until you harass somebody, and then they move you up in the company.
For 125 years, Firestone has been building tires with one thing in mind: delivering dependable, durable products that last. But being reliable should be. For dependability that matches yours. Firestone, always dependable since 1900.
Y'all ready for this? What the hell's going on out here in the desert?
You have to see it with your own eyes.
Here we go.
Welcome.
I think this is a sign of communication.
What are we looking at?
This is groundbreaking. All of a sudden, this young girl goes missing.
Oh my gosh, totally unexpected, totally out of the blue. It's big. The heart is enlarged. It weighs 500 grams. This guy was a ticking time bomb.
I really want to be more intentional in exploring my queerness.
When you first meet someone, how can you tell in your body that they're bi? Do I want my knee to touch their knee?
They made that scene up. It wasn't written down anyway. I knew you when you were mad. I knew you when you had hair.
Is this Latino?
This is gotta be what guys. This is Rockets.
Hey, you get a promotion like Darlene? No. The owner orders of Casita Bonita closed it for good. The doors are padlocked. Not a word.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I might have told a few people about that soap thing. It wasn't about that, was it?
Did another cat get birth in the oven? Oh, they can't afford it. The cost of food has gone up so much. Nobody wants to pay $16 for a burrito that's mostly potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that place. Where you and I found each other again.
Yeah. We had our first dates there. I miss it too. And Beverly Rose was conceived in the freezer there. Kind of romantic way to spend that. The Casita Bonita.
I just lost my wife's income. Lost his wife's income, so I'm gonna just say it.
You know, Jackie, I'm gonna be looking for another restaurant position.
Oh, that's going to be a challenge. Good luck with that.
I know we had our ups and downs when I first joined the family.
Oh, man, did we.
But I feel like we're in a really good place now.
Do you? Good for you.
Jackie, she wants a job.
You mind? Yeah, I want a job. And it's a great idea. I have all this experience. I can work any shift you need, and we're family. So you can trust me.
Timing's right. My aunt does servers part-time now because she's working on her psychology degree, which is causing problems.
The other server wants to know what problem.
Last week, you psychoanalyzed everybody based on their order. What is it about a tuna mill that makes you a narcissist?
Everything. And I suppose you believe that people order a hot dog just because they want a hot dog. It has nothing to do with their father. Here's something I never knew about.
I've always wanted to try the buy a beer and if the Bears win, it's free scam.
Oh, wow. Wow. Never thought of that.
Well, remember the leading game where the customers do a shot every time the Bears fumble. As soon as they get the ball, I start pouring.
Look at you with all the ideas. Finally, a server who understands the hospitality business.
I'm not just a server. I was a manager.
Okay, well, maybe you could work for 5 minutes before we start talking titles.
I'm just saying. I worked all these years to become a manager.
Uh-huh. Hey, I got an idea for a drinking game, too. We'll all take a shot every time you say, manager!
It's nice Wellman shelling out a couple bucks for Beverly Rose's fool.
Do I look like the head of PR?
You look like a shaky little chihuahua, but you always look like that.
I'm bored. How much longer do I have to stand here?
We're trying to be supportive of Aunt Darlene. Believe me, I know it's hard. Thank you for coming. I am very proud to be representing Wellman Plastics as we donate a year's supply of utensils, plates, and cups to Lanford Public Schools' free breakfast program.
Hi there. I'm Jimmy Pike from the Lanford Gazette.
Oh, did I blink in that photo? I always do that, but it's worse when I try to keep them wide open. I look like Japanese anime.
I just want to know, is this event to distract from the accusations from an anonymous whistleblower that Wellman is polluting the groundwater in Lanford?
What? No, I don't know anything about that.
The company has no comment.
No. I can't comment because I really haven't heard anything about that. You can ask me anything you want about the placemats and forks and the knives for the children.
Okay, is the toxic runoff from making the knives and forks for the children killing the children?
Here at Wellman, we have a strict policy against killing children. Read that down.
The company thinks destroying the environment is funny.
Come on, Jimmy, give me a break. This is my first day. So I'll ask my bosses about it, and then we can talk later, okay?
Take that for it. I'll be enjoying it. Looking forward to it.
Fancy dinner.
I don't think it's weird. This is how executives do things. You know, this whole thing off. Lobster, mashed potatoes, that's fantastic. In nature, those two things would never meet.
and go over the plan to publicize our commitment to the community.
Oh, that's great. And like I said in my email, I just want to know if there's anything to what this reporter was talking about.
Absolutely not. They're just fishing for a story. We've done studies and they all come back clean.
Oh, hear that? That water's clean. Let's celebrate with some oysters.
The doctor gave me vitamins. I have a condition where I need to be happier. I find they absorb better with Chardonnay.
Well, those studies make me feel a lot better. So if we are not contaminating anything, would you mind just telling the press that?
It's exactly what you are going to do. Those are the dates for your media tour, a list of difficult questions you might encounter, and the talking points we'd like you to stick to.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like there's some very vague things you want me to say. As a mom with 2 kids, I trust the Wellman family to do what's right for our community. We know we can live well with Wellman.
A little stiff, awkward, but that's how a real person would read it. I mean, that's what we want. Somebody from the community. I mean, we all live in the same town. Your media tour starts in about a week. You'll do great. Dress in that lumberjack thing you usually do, and whatever's happening up there with your hair, keep doing it.
I'm going to the restroom. Would you mind escorting me while these 2 talk business? When the shard hits my vitamins, I get a little wobbly.
It's understandable. Those vitamins have killed a lot of rock stars.
So I think it's best if I escort you, my precious angel. Excuse us.
This is all corporate doublespeak. Something about this does not feel right.
Look, is there anyone that's been at the company a long time and knows Phil Wellman enough to tell you whether you can trust him or not?
Well, yeah, there's Robin, but I don't want her to think I can't handle this job.
Oh, well, I think we've established you can't handle the job, but look, you trust Robin and see what she thinks. Did you know that your Wellman shampoo bottle will be recycled into playground equipment in slideless communities? Thank God for this company. I'm getting truffle fries for the table.
Mama got that butter crunch cake. Mama got that butter crunch cake.
You cannot hide. Bring them hands. Come outside. Take off your disguise. Welcome to my... I had that one viewer.
You keep saying tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll change.
One of your most iconic...
God is better.
Encounter wildlife like never before on the Jack Hanna channel. Streaming now on the Roku channel. Never before on the Jack Hanna channel. Streaming now on the Roku channel. Never before on the Jack Hanna channel. Streaming now on the Roku channel. Never before on the Jack Hanna channel. Streaming now on the Roku channel.
I heard you guys, but you know what? I'm gonna scare the crap out of them like they did me.
You were all chosen because you are enough. You made it. I see so much raw potential.
This is your moment.
There's nothing else like being a WWE superstar.
And here we were, together again.
Hi, I'm Pamela Anderson, and you're watching Earth Day 365 on the Roku channel. Growing up, I felt connected to the world around me. The forest. Maybe if we step back and open our eyes, we can find ourselves again. Explore your world every day on Earth Day 365.
So how do you like working here? Well, I know everybody. I know the menu. I feel like I've been working here forever.
Me too, but in a way that makes me want to slam my face in this cake.
So how do you like my ideas for bringing in more business? There are all the changes that those idiots at Casita Bonita wouldn't even listen to.
I'm glad somebody's bringing in fresh ideas. There haven't been any since I lost interest.
Clearly, she's forgotten about Stupendous Mondays, Stu Year's Eve.
You're loving a couple different players that I hadn't really thought about. It's like, oh, this is really interesting. So if you're new to the channel, I'm a Lions fan, but this channel is fully dedicated to the Chargers. Nothing but the Chargers on this channel. So if you're new, hang out just for a second. Take a look at this.
That's your problem.
Your new offensive coordinator talks to the media. Okay, a couple takeaways. Of course, he raves about Justin Herbert. And it just, of course, Jim Harbaugh's done it. Mike McDaniel's doing it. You knew this was coming. It's awesome. But here's the whole point of this. It's like, oh my gosh. And I'll get to the player that he really loves here in just a second. But, of course, Justin Herbert, you just think, oh my gosh. What if he, Roman, it just doesn't work, but he's still awesome? What if he actually has a great offensive coordinator and really can do something that it's like, dude, this guy is actually unbelievable because he's got a great offensive coordinator. It's creative thing. So I had very, very lofty expectations. Justin's up there as one of the main motivating factors from moving my family here. Lofty expectations, I can say, is absolutely certain he's exceeded those. Just very motivated and focused. Been very impressed with him, very motivated. Players at the mercy of what the coaches can challenge him. By nature, I kind of look at my job in here and that I'm supposed to make people better and do that through challenge. I challenge. I mean, just bang, bang, one after another. Okay, but here it is. The one that I want you to really see. I mean, he just goes on and on. So basically, all he talked about right here. Quentin Johnston. Okay, before you turn the video, I'm just like, oh, no, because we've talked about this guy a lot, both negatively, positively. He says that he is very powerful, explosive, and productive, as I've had in the past, namely Julio and Andre. Julio Jones and Andre Johnson. I mean, you talk about big, strong, powerful guys, and that's what he's talking about. That's high praise for a player who's tallied 100 receptions and 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns over the past 2 seasons. Okay. So he's praising it. You just start thinking about this, like, what if Quentin Johnston gets the touches that he needs, gets the opportunities, gets the 50-50 balls, gets some things that he has not been getting? Oh my goodness. I hadn't thought about that. The other guy that I had not thought about in the Mike McDaniel offense, that's an obvious one, is Ladd McConkey. So this article was put out about winners and losers from the draft, just from the offseason. And it's like, oh my gosh, Ladd McConkey, he's a guy that, again, technically, I love how it says that, technically your number one wide receiver. Smaller, shifty, get open, create separation. Like, perfect for Mike McDaniel. He's the guy that's like, dude, are you kidding me? I can do this all day. He's just got weapons all over. We're going to get rid of the ball quick. We're not going to be holding it. We're not going to force this offensive line to block for, like the Greg Roman just hit block. Why don't you just block? So, here's the other thing about the wide receiver room right here. Ladd McConkey, Trey Harris, Kendra Lambert-Smith. Both Trey and Dre, super fired up about them. Trey has got more juice than I even knew coming out. I was really high on him. Yep, let's go. All in, McDaniel said Friday he foresees everyone in that room elevating their game in 2026. Who's not going to elevate their game? Justin Herbert is going to elevate his game. The wide receivers, the playmakers, the speed, the spacing. The offense is going to have juice for the first time to pair with a defense that's just very solid. So then the defensive coordinator talks. And just talking about how he's got familiarity and relationships and he just knows where to go and what's going on. You know, it's just like, yeah, that's cool. You know, and then he talks about, of course, Khalil Mack and how he's going to be strong and a big kind of key to everything that they're doing. And so when you look at this team now, you think, what if the offense is elite? Or not even elite. What if the offense is really good? So if you take a look at it and you go NFL team offensive rankings in 2025, it's pretty interesting because the Chargers weren't. This is, you got to kind of just be like, let me show you here. So just kind of yards per game, just straight up yards per game. Here are the Chargers with Greg Roman. They're they're in the top half of the league.
Like the website, like landing on
Passing yards per
like
game.
finally dating my brother. Look, I'm only trying to help you.
That was an actual Freudian slip.
Chargers right here, kind of middle of the pack. Rushing yards per game. Same thing, like not bad. And the reason I think this is so good is it's like this is not a worst to first type of thing. It's like, look how just we were not bad and we had a bad offensive coordinator. And then points per game, right in the middle of the pack at 21.6. What you're hoping for here is that you're top 10 in offense. Because that puts you in just, let's just say points per game, up here at 27. Top 10 in the league in points, you're now putting up 27 points a game. Okay, so your defense allows 20. Right, so there's that 7-point spread. And I shouldn't say that. The elite defenses are 17, 18. A really good defense is 20, and that's where I think I should say that. That's where you're going to be is 20. So that 7-point spread is a huge spread if you can be a top 10 offense and just maintain where you've been defensively. I mean, like I said, 7 points. You are going to, your point differential, you're going to win a lot of games and be just fine and beat teams that you should and be right in there with teams that, tough opponents. So I find it hard to believe. I guess this is where we're at now. More Mike McDaniel does stuff and you just hear him and again, it's like it's hard to believe that Mike McDaniel, who's been in the league now for a long time, the head coach, a coordinator, is just going to come in and just be like, it's weird. I get it. It's just really stuck. Default, just by their own inertia, they're going to have so much better offense. And again, I point to with Greg Roman, with no offensive line, everyone with the running backs being injured, with the wide receivers, like right in the middle of the league. Right in the middle of the league, held their own, was not a bad offense. I mean, you look at some of these brutally bad offenses. The Raiders score 14 points a game. I mean, you're right down in here in this like 14, 7, 20 points a game. That's tough. And honestly, if you look, I mean, in relation to everyone else, here's 20, 21. So you were middle of the league in points per game, but I mean, you're 1 point off of being, they're 2 points being.
I have completely abandoned ChatGPT. It just keeps failing me time after time after time, and I can't stand it. I know. Only use Manus. When I ask Manus to do something, it actually gives me a final product, and ChatGPT just walks me through a billion steps on how to get something done. Like, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and build a website. Let me type in my prompts. So I've typed in a simple prompt about building a pizza shop website. Let's go ahead.
All right, the LA Chargers just got a spark from a weird and unlikely place. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Lions fan, but this channel is fully dedicated to the Chargers. To give you an outsider's look into your team, been covering it now for 2 years, and here it is. We're kind of sitting here.
So, guys, OTAs are underway, and I've been watching the Chargers' offensive line combinations closely. And, guys, something is already shifting up front. The depth, the rotations, the competition. It's genuinely exciting. But there's one piece of this puzzle that isn't settled yet, and it could change everything about how this line looks in Week 1. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so look, I've been locked in on these OTAs, and there's actually a good amount of stuff worth breaking down today. And I want to start with the offensive line, because honestly, that's where my head has been at the most watching these practices. Like, we all remember what happened last year, right? When Joe Alt was healthy and out in that right tackle spot, this offense was genuinely clicking. Top 5 efficiency in the league. And then the moment he went down, we just fell off a cliff, like all the way into the 30s in terms of offensive efficiency. That's not a small drop. That's a catastrophic drop. So yeah, the offensive line this year is kind of everything for this team. And the first thing I want to say is the news on that front is actually really good right now. Jim Harbaugh has basically come out and said he expects both Alt and Rashawn Slater to be ready to go for training camp in a full contact capacity. And I mean, guys, that's massive. Those two being healthy and out there from day one of training camp changes the entire picture for this offense. Slater at left tackle, Alt at right tackle, that's your foundation right there. And honestly, that was never really a debate. So the tackles are settled. Tyler Valladares at center, that's fine, no real drama there. And then the right guard, look, they gave Cole Strange real money, so that was kind of always going to be him. But left guard, that's where it gets genuinely interesting. And that's the thing I want you to pay to, because in the OTA session that the media got to watch, they had Coyote Awosika out there with the first team at left guard. Now, Awosika is a guy they quietly brought in from Detroit this offseason. And honestly, he's a solid player. He started games before, so seeing him out there first wasn't random, you know? But here's the thing, Trevor Penning wasn't even out there that day. We don't know why. Could be something injury related, could be nothing. They're not going to tell us either way. But I really think once Penning gets fully into the mix, this left guard battle becomes primarily between him and Jake Slaughter. Like, that's the real competition. Awosika kind of becomes the depth piece in that scenario. Now, Slaughter was getting reps too. He was rotating in with that first, and honestly, that's exactly what you want to see from him right now. The thing is, he's never played guard at this level before, so this entire offseason should really just be about loading him up with as many guard reps as possible. Left guard, a little right guard, whatever. You just want him feeling comfortable and natural at that spot before training camp gets real. And I mean, the depth here is actually kind of exciting when you look at the full rotation. The second group had Branson Taylor at left tackle, Slaughter at left guard, Josh Kautenberger at center, Ben Cleveland at right guard, and Trey Pipkins at right tackle. And there was even a third group out there. Like, just the fact that there's a legitimate third group tells you something about where this roster is compared to a year ago. Oh, and Branson Taylor, interesting little note there. Last year, they were trying him out at guard after he played tackle in college. Now they're putting him back at tackle. And honestly, it makes sense because the guard room is just so crowded now with Slaughter, Penning, Awosika, Cole Strange. There's no real path for Taylor at guard anymore. Tackle at least gives him a shot to contribute somewhere, even if we're probably talking practice squad territory. And one more thing on the offensive line before I move on. The way they're training these guys in practice right now is apparently a pretty radical change from what this group has done before. Like the emphasis on speed, getting off the ball as fast as possible, the wide zone running concepts. Butch Barry and Mike McDaniel are really pushing this hard. And it makes total sense for the kind of offense McDaniel wants to run. Tons of wide zone runs, tons of bootlegs. You need linemen who can actually move and cover ground. It's a different kind of offensive line, and honestly, I'm here for it. Okay, so moving on. Derwin James got his extension done. And look, I'll just say it. This had to happen. 3 years, $75.6 million. And actually, the way the deal is structured, years, $75.6 million. And actually, the way the deal is structured, his 2026 cap hit dropped from $24.6 million all the way down to $14.5 million. So the Chargers went from about $43 million in cap space. We're asking why they didn't backload this thing more. Honestly, I think it just comes down to how Ortiz approaches the roster. They'd rather have that rollover cap flexibility going into future years. Deal gets a little uncomfortable, but I honestly don't think they had a real choice here. This guy is the most important defensive player on the roster. He plays everywhere. Slot corner, big nickel, free safety, down near the line of scrimmage. He does it all. Under Jesse Minter, he made second team All-Pro twice. Harbaugh loves this guy. The defense literally does not function the same way without him. So you pay him, you lock him up, and you move on. Now, you know OTAs are not all about offensive line only. One guy on defense is making a big noise. Genesis Smith. 4th round pick, 131st overall, rookie safety. And he is standing out in OTAs, like genuinely turning heads. And I mean, at draft time, this pick was already getting A+ grades, but now actually seeing him out there, you understand why. 6'2", 200 pounds, 42-inch vertical, and he just has this natural instinct for the ball. He can read a throw, he can break on it fast, he can make plays on the ball in the air. The reason he fell was open field tackling, and honestly, that's something you can actually work on and improve. The instincts and the athleticism, you either have that or you don't. And as a compliment to Derwin James, it's just such a clean fit. Derwin being aggressive down in the box, Genesis Smith back at free safety with that size and range. I really like that pairing. And then you've got David Njoku now in the building. And Harbaugh has been talking about him for the first time, calling him strong and fluid, and also pointing out that he and Durande Gadsden are actually pretty similar players, which is a fair point. Both of them are big catch radius guys, both red zone threats. Neither one is going to give you a ton of yak. So the interesting thing to watch is how Mike McDaniel manages those snaps between them, especially with Charlie Kolar also being in a lot of those 12 and 13 personnel groupings. I think there's a real path to both Gadsden and Njoku seeing the field a good amount, just because McDaniel loves running multiple tight end sets. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on through camp. On defense, Khalil Mack, Derwin, and Dayan Henley all spoke to the media on that first day of OTAs, and all three of them were basically saying the same thing. This defense is going to be different under Chris O'Leary. Now, nobody's spelling out exactly how, but one thing people are watching is the blitz rate. The Chargers were genuinely one of the lowest blitz rate teams in the league, and the edge depth battle is real. Bud Dupree was a healthy scratch against the Patriots. That happened. Kyle Kennard and the Dame Tucker are both pushing hard for spots, and Khalil actually went out of his way to talk up Kennard specifically. The hunger, the football, both pushing hard for spots, and Khalil actually went out of his way to talk up Kennard specifically. The hunger, the football, both pushing hard for spots, and Khalil actually went out of his way to talk up Kennard specifically. The hunger, the football, both pushing hard for spots, and Khalil actually went out of his way to talk up Kennard specifically. The hunger, the football, both pushing hard for spots.
Say, you have a bad attitude, Darlene, and I'd say, you're bold and the big liar's gonna be. We would just laugh and laugh.
Loving, loyal.
Irie. She's a vision. Brave, loyal, very powerful.
If you didn't know, Clio is a cash advance app where you can get up to $250. Now I already know what you're thinking. What about my credit?
So, guys, OTAs are underway, and I've been watching the Chargers' offensive line combinations closely. And, guys, something is already shifting up front. The depth, the rotations, the competition, it's genuinely exciting. But there's one piece of this puzzle that isn't settled yet, and it could change everything about how this line looks in week 1. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so look, I've been locked in on these OTAs, and there's actually a good amount of stuff worth breaking down today. And I want to start with the offensive line, because honestly, that's where my head has been at the most watching these practices. Like, we all remember what happened last year, right? When Joe Alt was healthy and out there on that right tackle spot, this offense was genuinely clicking. Top 5 efficiency in the league. And then the moment he went down, we just fell off a cliff, like all the way into the 30s in terms of offensive efficiency. That's not a small drop. That's a catastrophic drop. So yeah, the offensive line this year is kind of everything for this team. And the first thing I want to say is the news on that front is actually really good right now. Jim Harbaugh has basically come out and said he expects both Alt and Rashawn Slater to be ready to go for training camp in a full contact capacity. And I mean, guys, that's massive. Those two being healthy and out there from day 1 of training camp changes the entire picture for this offense. Slater at left tackle, Alt at right tackle, that's your foundation right there. And honestly, that was never really a debate. So the tackles are settled. Tyler Biadasz at center, that's fine, no real drama there. And then the right guard, look, they gave Cole Strange real money, so that was kind of always going to be him. But left guard, that's where it gets genuinely interesting. And that's the thing I want you to pay attention to, because in the OTA session that the media got to watch, they had Coyote Awosika out there with the first team at left guard. Now, Awosika is a guy they quietly brought in from Detroit this offseason, and honestly, he's a solid player. He started games before, so seeing him out there first wasn't random, you know? But here's the thing, Trevor Penning wasn't even out there that day. We don't know why. Could be something injury related, could be nothing. They're not going to tell us either way. But I really think once Penning gets fully into the mix, this left guard battle will be... We don't know why. Could be something injury related, could be nothing. They're not going to tell us either way. But I really think once Penning gets...
What are you talking about? I'm talking about your sister. You not know who your sister is?
Well, Dad's gone. Mom, she passed away.
What? Oh my God. When did this happen?
You really don't know, do you? It was years ago.
Mom, you don't remember any of this? Okay. Let's get you a checkup. And,
Fox and FS1, June 11th through July 19th. Sign up now.
I'm Jackie. Jackie, right? Your daughter Jackie.
All right, Nick, let's talk about finally started rookie minicamp, starting to see these guys hit the field. There's one guy in particular I think is being very underrated, a very good prospect for this Chargers team that I think is going to be an absolute monster. We'll break this down here in just 1 second. First, I'm Andrew. That's Nick. And And as I alluded to, really great prospect here for this Charger squad. One that I think, for some reason, had a little bit of controversy after the draft as to why they picked him, why they selected him. But when you break everything down and you look at what everybody, even people around the league, are saying about him, I think this was a really great selection that's going to pay off in the long run for this Charger squad. Let's jump into the article, and then we'll look at some of the data on the other side. So, this, again, from Chargers.com, says that day one of Chargers rookie minicamp is in the books. The Bolts held a roughly hour-long practice on Friday at the Bolt. Here are 3 observations from the first day of Chargers rookie minicamp, which also was only did meetings left. Either Jake Slaughter is moving to guard. There weren't any full team drills Friday afternoon, but the third-round pick, Jake Slaughter, is focused on transitioning to guard. Slaughter played 51 career games at Florida and made 33 career starts for the Gators, playing every snap of his career at center. But Chargers general manager Joe Ortiz said they envision a position change for the 23-year-old. Says, do we feel like he can play guard in this scheme? The answer is absolutely, Ortiz said. Slaughter was about the transition on Friday after practice. He said, my thing is that I'm going to go out and compete and do everything I can to be the best version of myself, Slaughter said. It was a good start today and something I've been working at, cross-training a little bit more and more, so I'm excited. Slaughter later revealed that he did more offensive line drill work at guard before arriving for rookie minicamp and noted that spacing differences and footwork differences here and there have been the biggest adaptations. It's a fun challenge, Slaughter said. So the guy's already working hard at it, even worked hard at it before he got to rookie minicamp, which is what you would expect.
So catch her while she's in and let her know how you overcame all the damage she did to you.
I was afraid to tell her while she's so vulnerable, but she never cared about it. I'm gonna do it. Spent her entire life telling me what a failure I was. I'm gonna shove my happiness right in her face. That's what I wanted to kill her. It's not dementia.
It all sounds good, Jolene. I think you'd be a perfect fit. I'll email you an offer in a few.
Oh, that would be so great, Travis. Thank you.
What was that?
One of the people that Robin talked to before Bill stopped her is offering me a job.
Yes!
It's a mid-level management position at a ballpoint pen manufacturing plant.
Oh, I'm feeling a happy dance coming
Oh yeah, okay, here's the offer. Oh, crap. He's lonely.
I'm still worried you're going to make delivering food.
Speaking of, I have to make some deliveries. But first, you know what? I appreciate the offer, but I need 50% more. I'm willing to look past all my other offers for this one.
Come on, you really think now is the time to do bluffing? You got a bird in the hand.
Look, I know you're scared, and I'm scared too, but I did the impossible. I'm a conner, and I clawed my way into management and a decent salary. If I take this offer, I could end up working the rest of my life and never make it back to where I was.
You're right. Don't take a penny less than you deserve. And get medical, too.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. I've earned that.
Yeah, we're gonna need it because I think I pulled something in my groin doing the happy dance.
For 125 years, Firestone has been building tires with one thing in mind: delivering dependable, durable products that last. Because times may change, but being reliable shouldn't. For dependability that matches yours,
Thank you. You're so welcome. That's my favorite.
Firestone, always dependable since 1900.
Do you think my true love pie is gonna get him to propose?
Amazing. That's the person that I fall in love with. This case was a forensic bonanza. Stacy killed both her husbands.
Who did this? My family is drama food. It's real emotions. I do. All in one place.
There is a skinnier person out there.
Probably the bank is kind of a turnaround. I'm here for it, and all of it. All reality, VTV.
This is insane.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're going to look at the enormous Northwest Stadium.
Food delivery. It's Darlene with your food.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. He fields it. He's going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual threat young quarterbacks. He's taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Okay, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show, one of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. With a work ethic and speed and arm, he would have slow down.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Daniels throwing on third. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field. This defense better respond.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in the league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make the stop.
First time this game, they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Not like that warm dish.
Throw, third and long. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
They were in their defense meetings this week. That's exactly how you try to play sound zone defense. Get that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush guy.
Man, is he exciting. If you're new to the channel, I'm Alliance, only dedicated to the Chargers. If anything outsiders looking at your team and if you haven't subscribed, you just found this for the first time, hang out just for a second.
It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback.
So they take this.
Now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field.
7-6.
And that means we're going to see for the first time this preseason, a lot of folks are intrigued by their rookie second-round QB.
Well, then even in his first round talent, we've seen it before. Quarterbacks miss day one, but go on to have lengthy careers in the NFL. They've got a lot of run this preseason starting today to make his case as their future leader.
Now pressure coming. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders defense. Back, third down, coming up.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Third and long for him here. And Heater is going to fall to the turf. Flips it in the offense's opening script. But if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and played visualized and executed in real time.
Daniel Hall in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. The downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
He's a just play back.
Daniels from the pistol.
Wow, you can see that capability.
And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down. This is out at least a few yards behind the line. Here he goes, third and long. Fire. But they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. And now they're steering at fourth and long. Another bunch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Maybe there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it, so that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. And they haven't got very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just 3 and out to begin this game.
Jake Slaughter, other offensive line, really fast.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to get the Chargers the first down.
It's something that's going to be really interesting.
To Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops it after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays that inside run time you see creative play action later in the game.
That's incomplete. Not one intended for Trey Harris.
I mean,
and now they're going to face third down.
Because it's in your division. So the Broncos, I think, will be a worse team this year. Or they could even be a better team.
Here down on third.
I think that's what I would say. They could be better, but this is an interesting team.
And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
I feel like we're watching him welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid. Yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
You see the team that everyone, not everyone, but is favored to win the Super Bowl right now, and the Rams.
He's getting nothing on
Then
that
the Ravens,
return.
and then the Chiefs a couple times. Now the Chiefs are interesting because Patrick Mahomes. I just don't.
And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock.
He got hurt at the end of
Haven't
the
seen
year.
so far in this
The
opening
ACL
half.
is
So
you can play, and a few lyrics. You know, you can go out there, but you're not for yourself. See, they just
second down.
Anniversary trip to Tokyo with Expedia. Find bundle and save on your phone and cloud card. So you can do all things you want and then some.
He's taken down one line. Third and short, Daniels. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring out fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels
The
like.
one place you
When
go
you're
to go
QB, you
places.
just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it's exactly
The Charger offense making its way to the field.
Got his bag yesterday.
Find his point partner there through that opening script. Through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Think it might be time to start switching things up a little bit. Terrible game plan to start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's going on with that sense. On the sidelines and in the huddle. the way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
It's a lot of intelligence there, man. I'm excited to see him.
4-yard gain, second
Excited to
and
see him
6.
with the pass, as well as Dame too,
Back to throw.
as well as Kyle. I like this group a lot.
It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, once they're on script, the defense, really got script up. And a sack like that creating extra yards. That's exactly how you get it done.
It's always fun, man. You got a guy like that. Batola, from my brother-in-law. Bryson, he was University of Miami. A good, but my wife went to school that's her alma mater, as well as one of his, and so they root for the Canes all year long, and to see they go journey down through playoffs and then going to that championship game, watching him and Bang on the other side, impressive, lights out. Yeah, man, hell of a player. And, him coming in the field and wanting to get work in the first day, knowing that they I don't know if this is a rule that they can't be on the field or something like that right after draft day. But just seeing how eager he is and the questions he asked so far, yeah, man, he's polished. He's ready. He got that attitude, like he's ready to come in right away and play.
Excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
What went into it? I mean, a lot of different things went into it, but ultimately, this is where me and my family want to be.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football.
Playing high
level
football.
Yet another first and 10 on this drive.
Just knowing this group of guys, says it all that. I can't really see that. Can't really see it again nowhere else, right? You know what I mean? You got guys like Justin, Joe, Rashad, and got Urban there, then Urban in there, in the training room, and so just the Joe, Rashad,
Center the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Here's the backup, first throw. That's about a quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback. And quarterback,
and he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it before going out. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're just seeing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
your small tool coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, came and say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? The quarterback is up.
Wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That play's good enough for a first. But I'm just great.
They're sleeping on you? Good.
They're going play action. Right side, cut by Bennett. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The play fake, he'll throw. Now he takes it. Has some daylight through the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play.
You really need to talk to our refi. Why refi?
Gets the running back in motion.
Last 11 seasons, with the exception of 3. The Jets haven't won a playoff game since that 2010 AFC divisional win over New England. The Raiders Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in over 20 years, going back to the 2002 AFC Championship.
We work for it all long season, man.
And with the longest playoff win division, the Jets have won 6 playoff games in this stadium. The Bills have won 7. And the mighty Patriots have won an astronomical 33. 33 also happens to be how many seasons it's been since the Dolphins have played in the AFC title game. This is tied for the longest drought in the NFL. If you were to go back to 1992 and tell NFL fans the state of the Dolphins today, they probably wouldn't. As they've been one of the premier franchises in the NFL since the early 70s. So, what the hell happened?
Take a flight, go on vacation. I'll give you $100,000 per loss. Those are just exact words. That was my demise.
In this video, Chris Forrester is seen snorting multiple lines of an unknown white powder. It was recorded inside the offices of the Miami Dolphins.
Based on what multiple sources are saying, the NFL and Dolphins are expected to find repeated examples of bullying and intimidation.
But Incognito lashed back on Twitter. I want my name clear. Enough is enough.
Why did you choose to leave?
Well, I think we had a chance to fix the quarterback, Drew Brees for the free agent. When that didn't work out, I just felt like I couldn't control my own destiny.
They didn't go out and get a quarterback out. It just became obvious to me that playing football is not going to be.
I'd like to announce my retirement from the Miami Dolphins.
And tonight we heard it from the coach himself. John Shula is in fact stepping down.
It is news that caught Dolphin fans everywhere by surprise.
That man right there changed everything.
70, Don Shula became the Dolphins' head coach, but he was only part of a new look.
In 1970, Dolphins owner Joe Robbie decided to hire the best coach in the game at the time, not named Vince Lombardi.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's locked to the air. It's caught. And he's stopped as we.
In 19, but he was only part of a new look.
In 1970, Dolphins owner Joe Robbie made the most important decision he ever made in the organization. He decided to hire the best coach in the game at the time, not named Vince Lombardi, which was Baltimore Colts head coach.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of the blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
After from Nicketown is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Opting to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score is 7-0. Shotgun, looking to the inside.
80 degrees, no rain inside at Texas Stadium for the Patriots and the Cowboys. Only 3 undefeated teams remain. Indianapolis on a bye, but we've got Dallas and New England set to meet here at Texas Stadium. For only the 5th time in the 88-year history of the league, have 2 teams as 5-0 or better. This is number 5 here today. Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. This is going to be special.
Well, the build-up has been special, Jim, and it should be. We have 2 offenses, undefeated teams. We usually talk about defenses, but this is about the offense. You got Tony Romo, Tom Brady, Joe Owens, and Randy Moss. A lot of stars.
We should see a lot of exciting plays today. That's a lot of star appeal indeed. And this game is brought to you in high definition here on CBS. For what it's worth, those other 4 matchups with these 5 or better. We're talking about Denver Harris. For what it's worth, they scored a grand total of 49 points in all of those games. We're not expecting anything like that today. With these 2 high-powered teams that average over 35 points apiece, the Cowboys are going to have the football first. The Titans second. The yard team takes it up the middle.
Here from the gun.
Taken down by the shoulder. Runs that off the 40.
Nicely done.
He led them to victory in the end, but it's not
This is Damian Martinez.
turnover to the game.
And there they have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first.
And don't forget, that was the one thing coming up in the meetings last night with the Patriots. They're concerned for Jason Witten, the three-time Pro Bowl.
He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard per carry. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's second and goal from the 6.
Bill Belichick talking about how this is almost halfway.
This time it's a passing play. It's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earned the chance to tie before halftime.
First time since '94 when he came in with Cleveland.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball.
The 49ers, the Cleveland
You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And what's funny is a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
Wade Phillips winning his first
Nickers
5
extra point
games.
is up and good. And the Chargers tied this game 7-7.
Yeah, you look at Wade Phillips, and we talked to him on Friday. I said, did you ever think you'd get
They're all set to send it away.
I had been fired, that I couldn't make it work, so
McCaffrey now.
we're so far here now.
And in the end, he's able to get into about 25 yards before he's hauled down. The Commanders head out now, lead the first half. And they've got another 30 seconds to work with. So we're
Getting the offense cranking in the first quarter. That's not the case with New England. As I watched this first series, Jim, coverage was excellent.
incomplete. Heading on through the content.
The defense all over the receivers, and they
It's
kept
second and
inside
10.
the pocket, something they want to do. In the last throw,
Send him out down to
Jarvis
the
Green
slot.
at his feet, not able to blow where he wanted it. So
One to
Bradley
throw.
Grimes comes out.
Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Return to the 15.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. 2 left to work with before
47-yard
halftime.
line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Davis has a 52-yard punt and a 10-yard run back. So Tom Brady, this is career start, setting pace with these numbers. 16 touchdown passes in the first 5 weeks.
It's on the
His
outside.
line has surrendered only 3 sacks on the year. Tied with Indianapolis,
Oh,
the fewest
good.
allowed in the league. And Moss, Loeffler in the slot. Morris in the backfield. Is inactive. And right before the game, a little kiss for good luck. Brady and his owner.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's been one of the players of this game.
You do that to me before the game. For good luck. For good luck. There you go.
Beginning in the drive here with just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Hope Valley 1874. All episodes now streaming on Hallmark Plus and YouTube Primetime channels. Start your free trial.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call it give right up the middle. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Rock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott?
Bridged for a tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out
The early drama here for the Rams. Wide receiver Isaac Bruce this morning forgot to pack his ankle braces and Fort. He can't play without it. They had to send someone back to Rams Park, which is about 30 minutes away. They got back here at 10:35.
This time,
Just enough time to go off the pregame warm-up. That's done.
As they set the 6.
As usual.
Mason Lundback is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And they control it after early, Rock. They break the tie on this opening drive.
Vikings come to the table with these chips on their shoulder, but also with wounded feelings. They're upset, not because they're underdogs, but because no one did a fighting chance to win this game. I spoke to Chris Coleman earlier, he said, you can't believe that the Vikings have the season so high and started. Have their stats drop so low and done their share of crap talking.
I understand that. We'll try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Pass play coming here. On the move, headed right. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of it. They have a little further up past their own 30. Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Go play action on first down. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And all we can do is get that to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. Lock down. Great defensive play. Jarrett Lewis incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been a trademark. Really, from the first snap through the second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that's
Catch on 4 and brought in at the 11. One side, get the edge over the other.
well, if it is Kate, you know what I know. It's about play to play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational things.
That's complete right side. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Yeah, a little bit. I think
hand off now from the gun. Hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
So much to like about varsity, particularly when he's able to get on the defense. It feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before even bigger start from crossing that first down mark started.
At Western Michigan, not knowing anybody. So that's been really
That short gain is enough. Set it down.
Take the safe play first when they get it from time to time.
Every day, we're showing them why we're mature, professional, pass rush. You can tell he loves the game. You can tell he's got a high football IQ. You can tell he's
tries to sneak it.
Treat the pass rush like crap.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chain. Martinez. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason.
He attacks different tackles different ways. His timing, his get off, how he can move to the interior of his pass rush.
So for me, that's what's first step. Let's see if they can repeat that performance down here on second.
Try to continue to develop that and continue to develop the other
design bootleg here. Finds his one. This is Damian Martinez. And he's going to get the 5-yard line. Being set. Here we go, first down.
Pass rush
One with Martinez.
So
and he's into the front
all
pocket
these
number
pass
2.
situations. Those guys on the field utilize the numbers that allow them to use their trades so inside the So, you know, in a general point of view, like that's how I'm looking at it.
Someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
As you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that hit. Might be a case of trying to force where you shouldn't have.
He wants to invest and sends his investments to the Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. There's a nice little cushion.
These are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know, if you don't get it done, you're giving your opponent that opportunity.
Run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
But the buy-in's been incredible. The culture that's in place with Coach Harbaugh.
No number. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down at the 47-yard
Chargers get home and they drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And right there's the danger, King. When you put the ball out there, how many times do we see these coordinators when you get a nice run, Right? You gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Finds him over the middle. And he made a big on. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you really like to find a way.
Getting all of it every time. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern if they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Shaking off the pitch, who's going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Throw to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Martinez. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth.
Over there is where I dumped the entire beer watching Bears win the Super Bowl. And then sitting where your mom's water broke when she made you. Might have mentioned that when I was face down napping there.
It wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, big moment here. This is intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Commanders will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this in the end? You don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Out comes the Commander on a be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw, here's Love. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of 4 there. 2nd down. Clock looking to throw. He's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead.
Okay, Mom, I got it. Bye.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing and anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. You just put on a show.
Look at Tommy to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. The Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kick it out and ready as they send this away. There's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They gotta find the end zone here. We've set it downs for him from the 31. They'll run here on 1st down. He continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock. They bring him down for no gain. They said clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate? Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
They're able to drop it. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
For dependability that matches yours.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Catches made down the right sideline. Nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Same as the touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Commanders and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And you may as well call him a constant mandate that this defense has had to deal with all game long. In a game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this team. He really got to him, but still good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Instead of 5-yard gain, though, third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, that's the same here. Now a much more manageable third down situation.
Their punter making his way out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around after that lead. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down. A give now from the gun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, but it has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Third and a 1 yard coming up. Trying to do it himself. Loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stepped right in the line. No game. Some fresh set downs now from 39. He'll pass it this time. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And across the 50 and 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The throw. He fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down. 37. Now pressure coming. Points in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make will tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Turning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Commanders set to take over. They're out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. Maybe to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's going to pick up the first down after.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding on the extra yardage.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders with a little more work to do to win it here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing his lock. Getting out to his left. And he's tackled for no gain. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Throwing now. Did not send it along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 35. Heading out. He has to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
He's got right on the slant, and they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. LA uses a timeout here. It's
talking about me getting off the road.
Yeah, Luis is kind of over it. Unfortunate timing.
Yeah, but if I could just play and not hassle with all this other stuff, it might go back to being fun.
Time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Back to throw.
Don't worry. I'll take a break from the road and come home for Christmas.
On through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. He's got it near the 10. And he hits it. And touchdown, Washington.
Word of mouth really got out about this place. Well, Lunchbox is closed on Mondays, and Neville's at a vet conference. He's presenting a new tool for expressing anal glands. So you still use your fingers. Now you just say weirdo. What are you doing here? Neville would rather see you guys dancing.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. A little bit of big completion rock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down. To throw. Trying to put it up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. That offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Desperation time here on 4th. On the left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Chargers hurry to the line as the seconds tick away. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Commanders make the play that should win them this game.
You cannot be a dog at your father's wedding. You're a little girl.
So next to the nation.
Anybody want a kid? She's been doing this for days, and the wedding's this weekend. I don't know what to do.
Worst comes to worst, she doesn't go. Tell people you left the gate open and she got out.
Would you guys knock it off? It's really upsetting when you can't control your kid. She could have distemper. She had her shot.
fun is on the other side of the line.
Boy, that is some beautiful RV you got out there. That's a big investment for 8 weeks. You know, the lease could go for months in that thing.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Every parent's dream. I hope you don't mind, but I got the keys from Louise and went inside and took a look. I really like that captain's chair. Felt like a white trash cap at the car. I also found something interesting in there. It's the registration for the RV. You said you and your husband bought it together, but it's only got your name on it.
It's the 21st century. Women are allowed to own things, Hagar.
Yeah, but why did you put it in your maiden name?
Oh, God, tell me what's on your mind. It couldn't take long.
You're lying to Louise. You didn't come because you wanted to support her music, and you never stood up to your husband. You're here because you killed him. I love talk shows that just always wanted to say that. Serious. What the hell's going on, Doris?
Okay, if you have to know, my husband left me, and it's none of your business.
I know that you and her dad splitting up is definitely in Louise's business, and you got all up in my business by trying to take my wife away so you wouldn't be alone.
I'll admit it. I tried to make the wrong relationship work, and now I'm alone.
Some players' development traits are hidden to unlock.
I haven't had her for 30. Can't you spare a few?
I get being alone. I lost a spouse. But at my age, time is precious, and I want to spend all of it that I can with Louise.
At your age. Did you have your 3rd birthday party? Try to get kids to pin the tail on the donkey when some yo-yo on the radio was yelling, "Oh, the humanity!"
We both know what's going on. Do the right thing.
The whole philosophy for us is like, if you can use a smartphone, you can use Square as a POS system. We've been using Square for almost 10 years now. It truly is the mothership. Square fits into how we run a restaurant. It all comes down to managing workflow and efficiencies. I get to focus on running Liz because Square just works. As business grows, so do the solutions that Square has to offer. Get Square.
There's nothing more awe-inspiring than nature. There are no bigger heroes than those who unlock its mysteries, share its knowledge. Explore your world every day on Earth Day 365.
Well, this is the trail, all right. We have come a long way south. Look at my case.
What do you think?
Get out!
We're your neighbors from down the road.
Oh, here's your cake. Good luck and goodbye. It's the craziest thing I ever heard of, Paul.
On your mark.
Get set. The main blossom. Thank you.